Welcome to the Catholic Mom's Journey podcast, where faith meets the beautiful, messy, grace-filled life of motherhood. I'm Alyssa May LaBanca.
And I'm Alexis Escobar.
We're Catholic moms walking the same winding road, learning to love deeper, pray harder, and laugh often through the chaos.
Here we talk about the real stuff, faith in every day, finding God in the laundry piles, and leaning into His mercy when life feels anything but perfect. Together, we'll discover how God's grace shows up in our homes, our hearts, and our motherhood journey.
So grab your coffee, take a deep breath, and let's walk this road of faith and beautiful, messy grace together.
All right, so welcome to episode 2. And our episode is about veiling. Veiling. I feel like it's such a lovely thing to talk about, because it's something that has gone away and now is kind of making a comeback.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Gen Zers are definitely bringing it back. I've seen the TikToks and the Instagrams of like Gen Z making it cute. And I think that's what's like actually sparking interest. But then the more that women learn about the history of veiling and why people veil, and it's a personal, private devotion to God. That's what really ties it all together and brings that beauty up front.
It's funny because even when I first started thinking about veiling, Omar was like, "Oh, you're gonna be that old Catholic mom," or he's gonna, what did he say? Like the old Hispanic lady in the church, because that's what I think of when I think of veiling. I think of that older Hispanic lady sitting in the pew in the very front. So I was like, it's all right.
The first time I saw veiling was Michael's aunts. He has 2 aunts, and they wore the circle ones. Are those called mantillas? I actually don't know, but they wore it right here. And I was fascinated that it just stood on their head when they would move around. I eventually figured out it was because of a bobby pin, but it's like, well, that's cool. And I did not see a veil until I got my own, which is crazy because now that I've been to Latin Mass and now that veiling is coming out, like you would think that I would have seen it somewhere else, but no. First time I saw it and the only time I saw it was the circle ones on the tops of their heads. And then I just bought one off of Amazon in 2021.
Yeah, same. I bought mine off of Amazon, and then I also got my girls one. And I talked to them about it too, but it's also like, they're in that age where they care about what people talk about and whether or not their friends are doing it. So they get self-conscious about it. And I can't really bash them because it's also like, that's what took me a minute to kind of start veiling. Like I really wanted to. I bought it and then I took it with me all the time to Mass, but then it was like I never wore it.
Yeah.
It was like, it was the fear of, okay, nobody really wears it, so I'm gonna stick out, I feel like. So it was, that I feel like, don't be afraid if you're thinking about it though, because I feel like it's amazing.
We all go through that. All the women that veil, that I've spoken to at least, we all go through that thought of people are going to judge me or they're going to think I'm judging them. And I went through that hard. So I would sit in the back of church, and our church is big. So I would purposely look for other women that were veiling. There was nobody. And then I think like within the first year that I was veiling, I saw one person. And then I was like, okay, I'm good. Like there's someone else here. It's not just me. So, and now there's several. And I remember when we started being friends, you brought up the veil. I don't know if it's because I was wearing mine or you showed me yours. Oh no, I had mine. I had the navy blue one. And you were like, oh, I have one that looks like that. Yeah. And then people thought we were sisters from then on.
Yeah. Probably the blue veil probably doesn't even help that we both have one. So kind of to give like, I guess, some quick cliff notes in the history of the veils. They were always in the Catholic Church, and it was a way of being able to give yourself to God, to surrender to Him. It's for women to show humility and letting Him know that He is above us. He is the one we answer to. And so it was no longer, veiling is not required at all. By 1983, the Code of Canon Law says it's no longer required. It was never required beforehand either. It was just something that was always done. It was a practice that all women did. It even talks about it in 1 Corinthians chapter 11. And that chapter talks about women should veil while praying. So modesty, it shows modesty, focusing on God rather than our appearance. And that's where it is. So like for me, wearing the veil, that's where I wanted to give myself. Because when I went to Mass, it was kind of like I was always focused on the kids and feeling so stressed out, and I just felt like I needed something to be able to bring me in when I went into the church. So when I put on that veil, it was like me reminding myself that to have patience with my kids and that I am here for him in whatever way he wants me to be. So if that's running after my kids and dealing with one of them having a temper tantrum in the lobby area, then that's what I'm going to be doing. And it helped me focus in on him during Mass, to tell him I'm here for anything that I've done throughout the week. I know you're above all of it. Any of my struggles that I'm having, you are above all of it. And that's what kind of made me want to start veiling. And I even remember like asking, I just converted, and I asked one of my friends because I seen her veil, and I was like, I went up to her and I hope she didn't take it the wrong way, because I was like, I just have a question, like, why do you veil? Like, what is that? What's the meaning behind that? So I hope she didn't take it the wrong way at all. And she just said, just because this is the way that I give myself to him. And so then I started to look into it, and that's where it kind of like led me down the rabbit hole, and good rabbit hole, and started to veil and purchased the first one on Amazon.
Yeah. And back then there weren't a lot of options, but now there's tons. There's so many different colors and patterns, and like a lot of different places you can get them from. But when I was veiling, like I'm going to go back to how I felt like people were going to judge me or think that I was judging them. Because when I would put it on, I would always get the thought, and maybe this was the enemy, I would always get the thought that, oh, you think you're better than everyone else. Mm-hmm. Oh, you think you're holy? No, I know what you did. Mm-hmm. I know what you did last night. So I would be so tempted to just be like, no, I'm not wearing it. I'm not that holy, right? Because I thought that only people who were actually like pious and were doing the right thing and not leading themselves into temptation, I thought they were the ones that were allowed to veil. But now I understand, like, when I have it on, I do feel like I'm actually like more focused on the Mass, on the purpose of why we're there. And you know, when we meet each other in the back with our toddlers, and like we're like, hey, I'm like, oh yeah, she's going through it too. Like I don't care now what other people think of me, but like I used to think all the time, like, oh, these people probably think that I am like super holy and that I don't scold my kids or get irritated with them. But no, I'm a normal mom. Yeah. I'm a normal mom, but this helps me like stay centered on Mass and on prayer. And I'm not like thinking about my grocery list.
And I think that's a big misconception too. Like people feel like you have to be this so holy or know so much about the church or be a strictly, praying every 24/7 and in order to wear a veil, and you don't.
No.
No.
No,
No,
literally
it's
anyone
just
can veil.
it's your way of being able to surrender to God and submitting to him and saying that you're above me and I'm giving my all to you. You know? And even uh, even the tabernacle. That's something I wanted to bring up. Like the tabernacle is veiled. It's protecting something holy. And I like seeing the beauty in it because we as moms, you know, we got to remember that God made us. We are holy. Women are holy. You know, we are the only thing that can create life and bear a child. So women are, you know, a big creation. You know, so we should veil ourselves. And if you don't, that's fine. You know, like there's nothing against you. Veiling is like what it's another way of praying. So I definitely think if you have a thought that maybe I should veil or on that fence line, give it a try because it's another way to give yourself to him. It's another form of showing yourself to follow in Mary's footsteps. And, you know, Mary gave herself to God. So to try to imitate even just a little bit of her and following her braveness, her strength, and surrendering. If I can have just a little bit of any of that, I feel like helps me throughout my day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And if you, let's say you did get your veil or you think about it, you're about to check out, you get it, you could have it in your purse or in your pocket. And if you're feeling a little bit shy about it, take it to you can either sit in the back so nobody's seeing you and take it off at the end of Mass, or go to adoration with it. That was where I really started to love the veil, was being in adoration. And there's not as many people in there, or sometimes there was only one person in there, or even daily Mass because there's less people there. And maybe that'll give you the confidence, because Sunday Mass, that's where everybody goes. So it's a little bit more intimidating. But if you take it to a less crowded place, then I think that would help. Also, I have seen, because I did post a veiling video on my TikTok, women in the comments saying that they veil when they pray at home.
That's pretty.
Then nobody can see you.
Yeah.
And there you go. That's your private devotion.
I didn't even think about doing that.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Veil while praying the rosary or Divine Mercy Chaplet or reading scripture.
Just really any time you're giving yourself to him.
Yeah.
And you want your focus to be on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when I put it on, it's almost like that. It's almost like putting on that covering just says, all right, I'm suited up. I'm ready. Mm-hmm. I'm ready to pray. I'm ready to tackle this. I'm ready to do what you told me to do.
Yep. I'm going to grab one of my nails.
I actually have mine in my purse. But wearing a veil, what I find too is always putting a clip on them. So if you can find the extension hair clips, putting on the veil, especially if you have kids. For me, it worked better than bobby pins because my kid always wanted to pull on it. So those clips actually helped. So whenever he did want to pull, it didn't just come falling out.
So there's a few different ways that you can do the clips. One of my veils came with a comb in it, but with toddlers that does not work. That
not at all.
Mine's
came with the cone too, and it just kept nope.
So these are clips that Alexis got me. Where did you get these?
Amazon.
Okay.
Yeah, Amazon.
So maybe we'll link them. And this is what they look like. I don't know if you can see it in the camera right there.
Yeah.
I might have to do a close-up of it.
But essentially they're just hair extension clips.
Yep. I put them on all my veils. I have 4 right now. This was the very first one I bought. This is the navy blue one. But what you do is you place the veil center, right? And then you clip it. But to find the center, what you want to do is just fold it in half like that. And then, so the clip is going to be in the center I put mine about an inch back, like that.
Yeah.
And then I sewed it on. I did see a comment saying that they were not able to sew. So I did find an option of a clip just like this, but it has like, what is it called? A safety pin portion to it. So it's easier you don't have to sew it on. I haven't tried it, so I don't know what it's like, but I can, if you guys are interested, I can get them and then test it out and let you know if it's toddler proof.
Yes. That's a big one for any mom that's listening.
Yes.
Is it toddler proof? Because especially like running after them.
Yeah. I spent the first 4 years of my veiling either without a clip or with bobby pins, and I was constantly having to readjust it.
Yeah.
This is probably easier to see. So in this veil here, I folded it in half, but you can see the clip in there.
And it's such a beautiful way to pray, because even now, my kids aren't veiling. They have their veils, but they can see. They see me do it, and they know that's something they can use to be able to pray in another way to give themselves to God. And even like your daughter started veiling here and there. Because she sees you. It's so beautiful,
She lost her veil.
She lost
so she hasn't been doing it lately. She had a peach veil and a pink one. She gave the peach one to her friend. Mm-hmm. She was hanging out with her today. And then she lost the other one. So now I got to go find her a new one. But yeah, sometimes she's like, Mom, it bothers me. But I bet you if I sew one of these clips in there, she'll be totally fine. Because then it'll actually stay.
The colors don't matter. Traditional, it was kind of more darker colors for married women and lighter colors for unmarried women. But really, it doesn't really matter. You can use, if you wanted to do holidays, purple was like Advent, Lent time. We have blue, which represents fidelity, peace, the deep trust in the Lord. And then we have black, which is a deeper devotion, and if you're married. And then you have white for young, bride, newly baptized. So, but ultimately, it doesn't matter what color. Just make sure, as long as you're doing it for you. And I think that was the hardest thing. I had to keep telling myself that I'm doing it for him. And if I don't wear this, what am I saying to God? That I'm letting other people dictate whether or not I'm wearing this and giving myself to him.
Other people's thoughts of you.
Yeah. And it was my own thoughts, my own self-consciousness about it. But I had to keep reminding myself that in the beginning was, if I'm not doing this, what am I telling God? That I'm not doing it because of my thoughts of what other people see me as, or if they think, oh, she's not holy, or I'm not good enough. And so just, trust yourself. Don't give in to those thoughts, and try the veil for prayer at home or prayer at church, adoration. You can wear it any of those times.
Yep. And once again, to reiterate, if you don't veil, you're not farther away from God, or you're not worthy,
And you're not better than anybody. Either.
No. If you veil, you are not better than anybody. I'm not better than anybody. I'm definitely not better than anybody. So, well.
Yeah.
That's it. It was a simple video. I mean, there's probably more theologically that we could dig up, but this is just our personal journey with it. So
Yeah, and our thoughts.
5 years. 5 years we've been veiling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I feel naked if I don't have it on. Because there was one mass I went to. It was actually during the Triduum this Easter. I didn't have it. And I was like, what is that? Why I feel like I'm naked. I still was able to pray, but I just felt off because it's like a part of me now. But it does not make me any less worthy or farther away from God.
No.
Not doing it.
For me, it just makes me feel like I put it on and it's, you put on your uniform to go play football, or you put on your uniform to go into work. You're tackling, you're ready.
Yeah.
And that's what the veil is for me. I put it on and I know I'm ready to start mass. I'm ready to focus, or ready to let, these kids not get the best of me during mass.
No, I'm focused on God.
Yeah. And somebody put like, remembering that, you're there and that's all that matters. And especially when you have kids, running around with them or holding them because they won't stop crying and chasing them during mass, that's what you're meant to be. That is your spot at mass. And eventually when they get older, we're going to miss that. But when they do get older, we'll be able to sit down and fully pay attention and, focus on the prayer part more.
Yep.
But right now, we're doing what God asked us to do, which is take care of our kids and bring them to mass.
Yep.
So
bring your kids to mass. It's
yes.
okay if they're little kids. They're little kids.
Yeah. That's what makes, a church thrive.
Yes. If the church is not crying, it's dying. That's so cryptic. Can you tell I'm tired?
Yeah. But thank you for listening to us. And if you want to, veil, do it.
Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts.
Yeah. Hit that subscribe button.
Subscribe, comment, share, please.
Thank you.
That's it. Today, Carlito, he's always walking around, but he decided to go like, how some of the pews, like it'll go into a V. There's like that big, like just gap between the pews. So he went down to the end of the V and he sat in a pew. And he was looking at the prayer card that had like the Apostles' Creed on it. And he was like, Mom, where's the Z? Mom, where's the Z? And there's like two older people. He's looking for like different letters.
Like that.
Yeah. And there were two older people behind him. They were giggling. It made me feel so much better about him just like babbling. But then he goes, holy, holy, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 20. And the whole pew was like cracking up. It's during the consecration. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then he got up and walked away. And the old guy that was next to me, he like patted me on the back and was like smiling.
You're doing it. You're doing a good job. I feel like, if when you get people like that, just reassure them that it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I feel like we always go into those like, oh, we're bothering them. We're bothering the whole mass, or shh, be quiet.
I think I got over that in the past like month. I'm good with it now. Especially, I think it was after the Divine Mercy chaplet that we did last week when we walked in with Dima. Because I was like, oh my gosh, all kids were in 4 different corners of the church. I'm like, okay, I'm never coming back. And then Amy was like, no, bring them back. It's fine. Yeah.
Have a way of making us feel accepted.
Yeah.
Because, we're all moms.
Yeah.
We're all moms.
We're doing good.
Yep.